Hey, yeah. Rookie me, Junior Academy athletes. Howdy. First off, congratulations on completing an extremely successful 2017 Rookie Me Junior Academy. I need to make it known how impressed I am with the level of sacrifice, the level of commitment that you guys have shown, especially at your age. It is unbelievable just how impressed I am in regards to the fact you guys are giving up school holidays, time with friends and family to come and improve on your footy. And you should be really proud of that. It's something that you should hold as a great amount of pride, is that you're putting time aside to want to get better at the sport you love. And it's something that, as I said, you should be proud of. So I just wanted to start with that. I'm really excited for the rest of the year. We've obviously got our carnival event coming up, where I'm looking to obviously get our coaches to grab, we'll have a group each, and we want them to be transferring the education that we've learnt in the classroom, the training drills, and then putting them into games. Really looking forward to seeing you all go at it with real umpires, trainers, some guest coaches that will be coming along as well, in a real celebration of the year that we've had, and then tying it all together, and as I said, playing the game that we love. After that, we get a chance to go to the AFL Combine, which is a cool experience for you guys, a little bit further away than for the older guys, but still a great experience. To come to Eddie Had at any time is fantastic, but to get there and see, I guess, the best kids in the country really challenge themselves and try to put their best foot forward to get to make it to the AFL. It's a unique experience that we're really excited to expose you to. Okay, so. But all in all, I thought I'd just do a quick video just to wrap up the year and give you some really important tips moving forward, leading into obviously next year. And for you guys, it's important because we really are trying to set a base for you at your age, and we every year we want to continually build upon that, whether it's with your physical capability, whether it's your skills, or whether it's your leadership. We really want to build that education and start you on the right path in terms of your football journey. So going through each of the topics, and then, as I said, giving you some feedback and some things to focus on leading into the year. Okay, so from a leadership point of view, as I said, commitment. It never ever crossed my mind or phased me in terms of this group. There was always great amount of enthusiasm, great amount of commitment. The junior group are always the group that I know personally I've loved working with for the last 8 years. We've been doing this, and you guys definitely just didn't disappoint. So commitment, as I said, getting to the camps. There's never a dull moment in terms of asking questions. Everyone's eager to learn and understand more. I will say that, at your age, I know how confronting it is, and I know how daunting that you guys must be feeling whilst being in a new environment around new people, but always continue to challenge yourself to step up and be that athlete that learns more, asks questions, is in the front of coaches and even teammates and helping each other. Okay, so from a leadership that point of view, from now till the end of the year, really challenge yourself with your goal setting, even setting simple goals like I want to keep my room clean, that sort of stuff, helping with the dishes, walk the dogs, doing some stuff around the home. That's a really simple goal to keep, but it's really important to try and keep putting these little goal setting challenges in front of you, so that you start to grasp that as a concept. Then thinking back to our trademarks, remembering the words that we all committed to at the start of the year, and right now, if you can think in your head what those three are, and really trying to pick things out of each of those words and try to implement them in your life. Okay, and I'd love more than anything for you guys to post stuff up on the page continually of you implementing some of these things as you go. Okay, so I'll go through some of the stuff on the site in the moment, but the site will be live, ongoing, and we'll be able to chat on there until the end of the year. So make sure that if you have any questions, make sure that you keep seeking us out, right, from a leadership point of view. From a high performance point of view, the Rookie Me warm-up, it was really important for us to try and teach you guys how to prepare yourselves properly to play or train. Okay, so using the education that Darcy went through down at Frankston, where it was looking at your mobility, looking at your movement, and looking at your football activities prior to playing or training. Trying to pick some stuff out of that and making sure that it's drilling into your mind so that we can, as I said, build on that sort of stuff as we move into next year. Next one was nutrition. Remembering the topic was around healthy options. For athletes at your age, it's important healthy choices, and not just necessarily about your performance and how you can eat something to play or train better, but more so about your health. Because you guys are growing, we want you to all be big and strong. So because you're all still growing and you're maturing, your bodies are maturing, they need the proper foods to fuel that process. So make sure that you're creating good habits now by choosing the right foods at this time, all right? So then we move on to skills, probably the most important part. I talk with so many football development, talent ID, managers and whatnot at the AFL, and the key thing they say is to do with skill. Like, you have to be able to use the ball. Ball handling, you have to be able to gather it, and then kicking and handballing, you have to be able to execute your skills properly. So my biggest bit of advice between now and the end of the year, and I know I say it a lot, and I know I make you do a lot of it at training in terms of your touch hands, all this sort of stuff, but repetition, repetition, repetition. That is the one thing that is going to make all of you the best players in your team. And that's the one thing I can guarantee is if you do this stuff, if you do all your handballs, your fundamental 550, that sort of stuff, then you will be the best player in your team, okay? It's a super important one, and I promise if you do it, by the time we start next year's academy, you'll be hitting the ground running and you'll be setting the tone within the program, right? So that's really key. In terms of education, 3 phases of the game, the combat skills we looked at, so doing all the impact stuff in the game of footy, but doing it safely. Positional education, so learning the different positions on the field and embracing that. And then obviously, as I said before, the fundamental stuff, so the kicking, handballing and ball handling. So all in all, it's a stacked program, but having a focus on those, and as I said, trying to pick out little bits and pieces is the key for you guys. I'm just going to go to the website quickly just to rehash on a couple of things and remind you of a few things, and then I'll let you go. Alright, so if we're looking at the website, obviously we're just at the home page here. I want to remind everyone just of, I guess, the impact that the site can have and the abilities that you can do. So just looking at this, we'll click into my profile, maybe. Okay, so we look in the profile, and as I said with the high performance stuff, you know, the testing is a really good one for you guys because we've exposed you to it now. You know, the next 3, 4, 5 years, we really look to educate you on how these tests then translate into the game of football. But right now, looking at these numbers, going around the website and just really looking at some of these, actually not that one, but looking at some of these categories at the top to give you some real education on where you sit and some of the numbers that you want to be trying to reach, okay? It's a really awesome tool that, again, is only going to be enhanced over the next couple of years for you guys. And then the other thing is obviously the club room. So I want to make sure that you guys get everything you possibly can out of this in terms of your education, and going to the club room, remembering how many documents we do have here, and you know, I really do encourage you to get on and make sure that you download all of them, okay? Because at the end of the program, these actually all disappear. In preparation for next year's academy, these actually disappear. So, you know, get on, download the Become a Leader, download the goal setting sheet so you can continue to work on it. Even the stretching sheets, you know, nutrition. Just make sure that you make the most of what's in the club room right now, okay? And also looking back to the email that you would have received with this video, there's a couple of other links on there. One of the other links is obviously the Rookie Me Parents page, which is on Facebook. It's a closed page, it's a closed group, and we've created this as a support for your mum, dads, or guardians, as a way for parents to communicate with us, to have conversations in regards to to you guys as athletes and just seek advice as often as they want. So pass this on to mum and dad and make sure they get on. We'll post up photos from camps, and parents have been posting up photos of their kids and stories of their Rookie Me journey and all that sort of stuff. So we're really excited about this page, so make sure that mum and dad get on there. And the other one is, the final one is obviously referring a friend. So our aim with Rookie Me is about providing opportunities for like-minded athletes. So you guys knowing the challenges and and everything that goes along with being in the Rookie Me Academy, we encourage you to refer a friend, and by doing that you give yourself a discount and help in terms of them signing up as well. So try and make the most of that. But all in all, as I said at the start, I couldn't be prouder of the Junior Academy, and I hope you've really enjoyed the development across the 2017 season. A couple of notes that I want to make, I guess a couple of worthy notes to some people. There's on the site, I just went through them, but on the site there's been some guys that have been just super active. If there's another thing that I can offer in terms of advice, it's when there's an opportunity in front of you, you got to grab it. Okay, so whether it's I'm online to talk to, or it's getting on and communicating with some other friends, or downloading some of the documents, there's opportunities all around you. So I just want to praise the guys that have been on the system regularly, asking me, Chris, Darcy questions, regularly. There's a couple of guys that have just been on every week, question. So we really praise those guys, so well done to those guys. And the other one is the guys that I guess that are progressing up to pro. Now it's an exciting time for you guys, exciting time for the whole junior program, because the guys that are going up get the next challenge, their challenge of an overnight camp, training at an AFL venue, obviously being at bottom age again, and competing against some older guys. But then also the younger juniors that are now stepping up to be top age juniors. It's now your responsibility to make sure you impact and influence the next flow of younger guys coming through. So it's really exciting, the next steps. We're excited to be on this journey with you. If you do need anything between now and the end of the year, please do not hesitate to yell out. We're more than happy to help at any stage. So all the best. Look forward to seeing you all at the carnival and having a crack there, but talk to you soon.